and weeks to market the same seminar,
Right.
which raised their cost. I'm in and out in 14 days because I made 3 days of phone calls that were brutal. Hey, I'm coming to San Antonio, man. Will you give me 5 minutes? This is before anybody knew who I was, right? No books, no kind of
Right.
notoriety. So they're like, no, don't come by. But you see, that was interest. To me, that's interest. No, I'm not interested. Not interested
So
is...
not interested to you is interest.
Well, it is. It says not interested. Not is an adjective to describe interest,
Okay.
right? So it's a level of interest.
My whole sales approach has changed. The next time a prospective buyer tells me, hey Matt, listen, we're not interested, I will respond and thank them for their level of interest and ask them if they'd rather pay with cash or a card. Absolutely ridiculous take there by Cardone. If he actually believes that, just ridiculous.
Price is the myth. How many prices did I just make up? 169, 269, 469, 199. What'd you just learn about this?
It's all made up.
How many of you? It's all made up, man. All the prices you have are made up, right? You got a price objection at 169? Change the price. Who would you rather do business with, me or them? If the money was the same, who would you rather do business with?
Oh, you asking me?
That's kind of what I just did. Who would you rather buy from if the money was the same? What did I not do right there?
Ask how much.
I didn't ask him how much, what price they did give him, because he's going to lie to me. Okay, so don't ask how much it is, because that you lose control. Everybody agree? He's going to fib, and once they fib, you're done. So who would you rather buy from if the money was the same? I never got an answer to that question. Why?
Because I like what you presented today.
Why else? Reputation? Why else?
Reputation. Presentation. You look more professional.
That's it?
Yes.
That's all you got?
But my main thing is they say before I even ask them, the next company last year did it for $80.
Yeah. Well, you need to stop him from saying that to you, man. Before he can say it's $80, you need to say, excuse me. Excuse me. Don't let him tell you, man.
Okay.
Don't let him tell you, because you know they're going to lie to you, man. How many of you got customers that will lie to you? Then stop them from lying to you. So when I go to do my presentation, okay, whatever it is, right, they're shopping and they're telling you, they all set it up for you. They're professional negotiators. Maybe they're getting second and third bids and they're like, okay, man, let me tell you what we got. I want a bid from you, but let me no, I don't want to know that number. It's not even fair for me to know. Let me present my number. Let me present what we do. Let me present why everybody does business with us. Let me present why we're number one in the marketplace. Let me present why we literally crush the competition. I'll give you the names of them in just a second. And then you tell me, okay? Now, our normal package is $120 per. Excuse me. We also have a program that we can do for $145, okay? And one for $165. How many different windows will we be doing?
About 8.
8.
8 windows.
You're at 8? Is there any way we could get to 28? Take the 8 and add a 20 to it. Do you have 28 anywhere in your portfolio? Maybe the guy owns apartments. And then he's going to say what? Hey, man, let me tell you something. You're not even in the ballpark, bro. I'm at $85, right? But at least I got to pitch my numbers first. Everybody with me? I got to pitch them without doing it. You got a price at $85? That's unbelievable. Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it? Shit, man, that's when you want 800 windows. I'll buy 8. Why didn't you do it, man? Why didn't you do it? By the way, if the money was the same, if I'm at 85 and they're at 85, who would you rather buy from? Okay, and then you want to find out. I'd rather buy from you. Why is that? Because I did a Yelp review and you got great reviews and they don't. Really, why else? Because my sister said I should do business with you guys. Okay, good. Why else? See, and then you're going to make a difference between the 120 and the 85, and you're going to make a decision on the $35. I'm going to sell the 35, not the 85. But most of you never get there because you don't have a format.
I think this is great. I use this objection handler that I learned from Grant all the time when I get hit with, hey Matt, listen, thanks for meeting with us, but your price, it's just too high. This is a great question. If the price was the same, who would you rather do business with? Us or that other solution that's cheaper that you're comparing us against? Well, Matt, we'd rather do business with you if the price was the same. Curious why, and then find out all the reasons why the prospective buyer would rather move forward with you if the price was the same. Once you exhaust out all the reasons why, close with, so you can see why we charge a bit more, and then shut up, and oftentimes that will close the deal. I also really like how Grant is teaching salespeople how to call prospective buyers out when it comes to a cheaper solution. Hey Matt, listen, we met with XYZ company and they are $50 and you're charging us $100. Wow, they're charging you $50? If I were you, I'd go with them. Curious, why are you still talking to me? They're still talking to me, they're still talking to you, a salesperson, because your product or service is better. It's just a little bit more money, which it should be if it's a better solution. I'm a big fan of a lot of Grant's material around objection handling. I think it's some of the best out in the market.
Great job. The role playing and the training, the success meetings we have every day, how has that helped you both stay focused? And how has it contributed to your production?
First off, it's stable. I know it's happening every day. Every day at 8:40, from 8:40 to 9 o'clock, that's exactly what we're gonna do every day. And for me, I got to the point where I get to help the new guys, which helps sharpen me. So the stable thing, there's no question on this is exactly what we're doing every single day. And
So they're doing role playing at what time every day?
8:40 to 9:04.
Yeah, so to answer your question, how long? They're doing about 24 minutes every day. So do y'all want to show them how that works? Like, we didn't plan this today, so it's Saturday. What would
So
y'all
I was,
do?
hey Steve, what are you working on today?
Are you
what
sitting
are
down or are
doing?
you standing up?
Either one. We usually sit down, stand up. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, you know,
Sit down or stand
face to
up?
face. I mean, we role play with each other. I mean, Dave, this is Steve, Grant Cardone's office. How you doing this morning?
Hey man, what's up?
Hey, listen, Grant wanted me to reach out and give you access to the #1 sales training program in the world. You got 2 minutes?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be interested, man.
I knew you weren't before I called you, but I wanted to get you access to it so that way you could use it before we talked. You got a couple minutes? I could just give you access?
I tell you what, call me back in 2 weeks.
Done. I'll call you back in 2 weeks, but if you give me 30 seconds, I want you to know what I'm going to call you back about. Jump in front of a computer, go to CardoneUniversity.com.
I don't have time right now.
I know you don't. You got 15 seconds?
Okay.
Good. Go to CardoneUniversity.com.
All right. And see, I'm not hit, he knows what I'm going to say to him. I'm not coming up with stuff. It's something, I make it a real call. It's actually what we hear on the call. I'm busy, call me back, I'm not interested, and then that's out of the way, and it gets me to where I want to go.
So now he's got that out of the way. He's had his first guy tell him what? I'm not interested. What's he preparing for today? Right? What's the thing y'all say about Rusty? How long does it take to get Rusty?
1 day.
Sometimes 12 hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3 hours.
Interesting clip. I agree with the importance of role playing. You have to role play every single day. When it comes to cold calling especially, you will get rusty quickly. Within a day, within a couple hours, as Steve and Dave mentioned, I completely agree with it. That's why you need to dedicate 30 minutes every single morning to role playing. Role play your cold call opener, how you're gonna close out a cold call to book a meeting, any objection you might get hit with, so you're in a rhythm before you pick up the phone to make your first cold call that day. Now, as for the role play, I thought it was absolutely horrible, a dumpster fire of a role play demonstrating to the audience how to handle the objection, I'm not interested, on a cold call. These are scripts and frameworks that Grant provides his salespeople. His salespeople cannot deviate from these scripts and frameworks. They all say the exact same things. Steve opened the cold call role play asking, how are you doing this morning? Very weak opener. Dave knows that Steve does not care how he's doing. It's wasted space. It's a disingenuous question. It's a weak way to open a cold call. Weak salespeople open cold calls like that. I would recommend using a permission-based opener like this. Chris, thanks for taking my call. Listen, Chris, you're probably gonna hate me for this. This is actually a cold call. Do you wanna hang up or can I steal 30 seconds to tell you why I called? That's stronger. It's a permission-based opener. And if I get permission, 80% of the time, I will get permission to proceed with my pitch. I know I have that prospect's undivided attention. And then saying the pitch was, Grant wanted me to reach out to give you access to the #1 sales training program in the world. That statement, guys, is incredibly salesy. If you have to state and share with a prospective buyer, especially on a cold call, that you are the #1 sales training program in the world, I am #1 in this, in my industry. You are not #1. When you're #1, you have to state that. Completely ridiculous. And then in terms of handling, I'm not going to be interested. The objection, his response, I can't see that ever working. It might work in Grant's reality, but it does not work in the real world. A better response when you get hit with, I'm not interested. That's okay. I know it's not your job to help salespeople out. Before hanging up, if it's not too much to ask, are you not interested because you're happy with what you have in place today? You have more pressing things on your plate, or you just hate getting cold calls from random salespeople as much as I hate making them. That's a stronger I'm not interested that might get the prospect on your side than just bulldozing and continuing disregard I'm not interested and ask for time.
Oh, that's
percent increase in business.
Just be making phone calls, dude. All right. Okay, you on the timer, son?
Yeah, that's a 15% increase.
Todd.
Todd. Yep. Todd.
Okay, well, what about this then? So,
Hey, I got disconnected. I was trying to get hold of Bill.
business, we'll give you a 30-day out. If we can't pick you up 15%
Junior.
in business, you contract ends. We'll cancel the term.
Where's your script
Give
at?
us 30 days to help your guys.
Fuck it, dude. I don't need you remembering it. I need you reading it.
We'll cancel
Okay.
the contract. We'll give
I
you a
need you
30-day
reading the
out.
script the way I want it done. Okay, make the calls.
Yep.
You're my best guy, right? Yeah. What does that mean? Yeah.
Hi, is this Bill?
Okay, good. So I'll reach back out with you. And then
Oh, Bill Jr. Hey, it's Mike Bonnet from Grant Cardone's
And then,
offices. We
you know,
spoke
let's
the
just-
other day.
We'll do that. If we can train your guys. help
I'm
them
doing
make
very
it,
well. Hey, listen, I just wanted to see if we can catch up and get 5 minutes of your time to show you Grant's program.
You know, we'll cancel the contract. But when should I circle back with you? In a week or two?
I wanted you to personally call.
Okay, sounds great, John.
That's
All
what
right,
the
we'll talk to you
script
soon.
says.
Well, Grant personally wanted me to call you to get 5 minutes of your time to show you the program.
How are you today? I'm doing fantastic.
When's a better time to call you
I saw
back?
that you were looking for some information regarding Cardone University and wanted to see what type of details I could pass your way.
Yeah, that's fine. 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock? Make it 3 p.m.?
Sure, no problem.
All right, perfect. Are you actually going to give me a real 10 minutes to show this to you at 3
Be
p.m.?
looking for information on just for yourself as one user, or do you have a
No,
salesman
actually,
that
you're right.
looking at?
I apologize for that. All I need is 5 minutes to show it to you.
Okay, perfect.
At 3
No
p.m.
problem at all. So,
Okay,
what it is
look
the
forward to
place where
seeing you
can
then.
Go to get access to
All right, bye-bye.
Cardone 24 hours
Okay,
a day, 7
look,
days a week to be your
this is the deal,
personal
dude.
sales
Yep.
and
You bounce
success
it.
coach.
I'm
Okay,
bouncing.
now we got to get you good.
Okay.
You want to get good?
I want to get awesome. I want to be a massive salesperson.
Okay, I need you to follow the script. I need you to stay in the chair. I need you running down the hall,
All right.
running all over the place. That has no value.
Okay,
I know you think it does something to you and makes you better. It doesn't. You need to just right here, dude. Okay.
All right.
You pound frequency. You
All
got
right.
to be frequent before you're going to be great.
All right.
You're never going to be great on a handful of phone calls. Okay?
Okay.
So when people say it's not a numbers game, it's bullshit. It
Okay.
is numbers because it starts breaking you need numbers to get great. Okay.
Okay.
And how many
So
people,
you need
do
to
you
get
have
this
on,
in the call. Hey, I'm calling because Mr. Cardone wants me to give you something.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. What's he want? What's he want to give me? He wants to give you a program. He's created a sales tool that can increase sales 15 to 40%.
Yep, within the first 30 days.
Okay. It's not a bit. I'm telling you, it's not an over exaggeration.
Okay.
But before I do that, I need to know a few things, sir, to be sure this can help you. I'm going to give you the script. It's right here. All you got to do is read off this. You don't need to write it again. Oh, what are you taking notes?
I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to my fusion shop and I'm just going to hammer.
Okay.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna hammer
good,
everybody.
Good. What are the two things
Like advertising,
that your sales team could benefit from? What are the two problems? What's that one magical problem? What's that thing, that one thing that
so
sits
are
in
you
your
calling,
ass
like,
that bothers you
residential,
every
like,
day?
family?
What
You got-
pisses you off?
And then it's going to be good. Okay.
Okay.
When can I show you this?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. I'm hammering.
Okay. You got a timer? Does he have a timer? Everybody in here needs timers, Todd.
Got it.
I want the little cook timers, okay? I want the cook timers in 15 minutes to find out how many fucking phone calls he's making. Because if he can't manage to
And so
control
when
his
you
time,
actually do find somebody to
so these guys are running off a clock. They don't even know what time it is, dude. Everybody needs to cook.
15-minute little quick time.
Pete, get everybody a cook timer. Cook timers, sit on the desk, put 5 on. Bank on it 15 minutes, and then we'll see.
Here we go. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's go. Make calls.
Just wanted to know, we need something that either of those or even put together a package for both. Give me a call at 1:30 minutes here at 310-777-0255. 310-777.
Okay, that you have a more valuable product.
Again, this is
Bring it on, man! Come on, tornado!
Yeah, Steve told you.
Let's go. Make a call, guys. We got
So
tornadoes in
you're
here.
hearing a lot of price
Make
objections.
calls before the freaking electricity goes down. Let's go.
We got tornadoes and we're still making calls.
I don't think much has to be said here.
Really? When did you
16
really sell? Was it a car? What was it like? That
I
you
sold
really,
automobiles when I was
when did
25.
you really like snap in? There's obviously a way that you sell, right? Is there a strategy or no? It's just hard. It's mostly hard work, you think, or there's a strategy? You have a lot of stuff you teach. It's strategy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
But
so what's
there's no strategy that works without somebody to talk to.
Right. So what's beyond
The
that?
ultimate-
Though? What's this digging
No, the
past that?
ultimate. Like I've been teaching strategy for 20 years, but again, like if people would just spend time on the funnel, on the traffic, on the opportunity,
On the
getting
marketing,
known,
on the
getting
marketing
known,
side of the equation.
It is the holy grail. Like look around, man. Look, you don't go to Amazon and have anybody sell anything to you. It's the funnel. It's the traffic. So I made that mistake of thinking I'm going to be great at what I say to them. I'm going to close the deal.
Right.
I got to keep my funnel closed, full. I got to keep that funnel full so I have something to close.
Okay.
Even though he didn't really answer Jordan's question here, I think Grant hit the nail on the head, speaking to the importance of marketing and lead generation for a salesperson's success. A full pipeline, he mentioned. A full pipeline solves a lot of salespeople's problems. He hit the nail on the head there. I'm really bullish on this, guys. Cold calling, cold emailing, within the next 5 years, it will not work. It will be dead. Millennials, I'm 30 years old. I'm a millennial. Millennials are moving in to decision-making roles. I am not receptive to a cold call. If I get a call on my cell phone from a number I do not recognize, I do not answer it. If I get a cold email from someone I do not recognize, I barely read it because most of the time the cold emails I get are absolutely awful. Cold outreach will be dead. How do you future-proof yourself as a salesperson? You become the best marketer you could be. You get really good at copywriting, blog posts, content creation, YouTube videos, Instagram, TikTok. That's where people buy. That's where I buy. I'm a millennial. I buy things I see on social media. So the best companies in the world, or the companies that are gonna sell the most, are not necessarily gonna have the best, most technical, skilled salespeople, but they will have the best marketers. They're gonna bring leads in to them. They're gonna get eyeballs, on their product or service. So to future-proof yourself, you have to be the best marketer you could be. And don't worry, guys, I'm making a whole video series on how to be the best marketer you could be in 2024.
If I made $400,000 a year, I would be embarrassed with myself as a husband, a father, basically as a human being. You guys haven't done the math because you cannot live on $400,000 a year. And if you think you can live on $400,000 a year, I might have to go back and add number one, nothing. Anybody can make $400,000 a year. All you got to do is show up. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. You guys don't need to agree with me. I've already been paid my fee. I am not here to satisfy you. I don't care if you like me or not, man. I want to move a handful of people in the room to go from $400,000 a year to start thinking about how do I make $4 million? Big boy right over here. What'd you make last year? 2.7. How does anybody live on $2.7 million a year? My plane eats $2.7 million a year. This dude needs to think different. He's running out of time, man. You're in a space that is so frothy with opportunity. It's unbelievable.
This isn't a sales clip, but I knew after seeing this on social media, I wanted to include it in the video and react to it because I think this 30-second clip here really encompasses who Grant Cardone is. Arrogant, cocky, out of touch with reality. His whole shtick is, I'm a billionaire, I am richer than you should be embarrassed, and while you're embarrassed, how about you buy my sales course? That is his whole shtick. I think he is a fraudster and a scam artist. Now, is there some good that he provides to the sales community? Yeah, there's been some things that I've learned, but it's far more bad than good. And trust me, guys, I purchased his sales training program. I used it for 3 months. Compared to other sales training programs I purchased, his is absolute dog shit. It's awful, and I'm surprised people invested in it. I'm surprised companies invested in it. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate comments on this video because I am a Grant Cardone hater. This is just my opinion. I know there's tons of people out there, his cult-like following, that love him, but I think he's a negative for the sales community, and 99.99% of the things that he spews, it would go in one ear, out the other for me, and I hope it goes in one ear, out the other for you, because I think most of his stuff is absolutely awful. If you want to check out a similar video I did for Andy Elliott, click on that video right here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We appreciate you.